Hey there, hey! Today is Talk About It Tuesday, and I am here with my friend Ramon Smith, and we are going to be talking about platonic male and female relationships. Hello, everybody. Hello. This is Miss Trina with Chat with Trina, and I am here with I said Chat with Trina, but today is Talk About It Tuesday. Talk About It Tuesday hosted by Chat with Trina, and I'm here with Mr. Ramon. I've been saying his name wrong. His name is Ramon, and I've been saying Ramon. So I'm sorry for those of you who had told him that I was calling his name wrong. But it looks like Ramon to me. But anyway, so today we are here. We talked before, and Mr. Ramon was very popular. He got me over 300 hits.
Well, I appreciate the being invited back.
He also was on KIHY with me. He filled in for Miss Teddy Lewis on KIHY one Saturday. Was that fun? That was so much fun. That was fun. Yeah, he rolled up 16 flights. But anyway, today we have specific topics. The ones we've been advertising are platonic male-female relationships and how people feel about them. Can they not? And then also he did a little research on, because we always talk about narcissistic men. Trust me, I'm a magnet for them. But he researched narcissistic women. Go figure. So we're going to hear what it is he thinks he done found out about narcissistic women. So I got to hear this. So, but before we do this, I have got to get something off my chest from the weekend.
No.
Can I say it? Can I talk about it one more time so I can? Okay. So this is the thing. You know, I like people to be nice to people. Like, it's never really a reason to be mean to people. If anybody ever tells you that I'm mean, most people that know me are going to say, okay, you must have did something, because Trina talked to everybody, right? So I was somewhere Sunday. I probably should have said the day, because they don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so I was somewhere Sunday, and a guy came in and asked someone to dance. Like, if you don't want to dance with somebody, just say what? No, thank you. You can even lie. You can lie and say, hell, I don't like the song. My foot hurt. I'm tired. Say one of them. Don't lean back in your seat. Cross your arms and just look at the man. I always hear men say, because I'll say, well, I don't like to ask men to dance because they may say no. And they'll always explain back that, think about it, I got to walk over here and ask you. And then you tell me, no, I got to walk back across the room. Well, this dude literally had to walk back across the room. He was going to have to. But I stepped in my way and said, and I knew, and he's a friend of mine. I said, RC, I'll dance with you, no problem. Because she treated him it was so rude and humiliating.
Can I interject? Game, don't walk back across the room. Ask the lady right next to her. This the swing.
I didn't even, no, he's not a swing out community person, so he didn't know the next person.
Well, I'm getting him game. Ask the one right next to him.
Well, I took care of it and didn't let him be embarrassed. I told him, I got you. And that way, he dancing with a superstar. She wasn't nobody.
There you go.
Who are you?
There you go.
So anyway, I danced with him instead. So so I just felt bad for him. Like, I felt like it's just already hard for people to ask somebody to dance, and they not only they say no or they were rejected. Like, I just felt it. I felt it all in my body how he must have felt the way she treated him. And again, she ain't nobody to write home about at all. And I would not say that about it, but she just was so mean to him. So anyway, I did. But anyway, at the end of the night, someone that I thought I was really cool with, and that's when you find out you ain't cool with everybody you think you're cool with. So everybody was gone from the venue. It was just us there. So I said to the person, oh my God, I didn't say all that. I was like, you should tell y'all should make your friend be a little nicer to people. And I said it just like that. And then he said something, and then all of a sudden this big 7-foot giant stood up at me. Stood 7 foot. I'm 4'11". He stood up at me. And over that, because I asked that. So anyway, was it my business? No. But I thought me and him were cool like that. We've known each other for years, and what no big deal. And then I was about to say, because you're seen as a leader. Before I could get leader out, I think I got out. And I don't think he thought I was gonna say, if he knows me, I don't curse out in public. So he couldn't have thought I was gonna do a curse word. But then I didn't even get leader out before he jumped up. Well, I'm a little bitty thing. Never had a fight in my life. I don't try to. Long story short, I just felt it was ridiculous. I thought we were really good friends, so it really bothered me that I couldn't just say that. And I said it really lightly, right? and for him to act that way. And at the end of the day, I really don't care about that part. That was really okay with me. I will accept that. But my friend's feelings was hurt. And his feelings probably wasn't hurt because he arrogant. But I felt how he probably felt. So anyway, my point to all that is just be nice to people. And Jolly Green Giants, don't bother small people because you just never know. You know?
I dig it.
Okay, so we move on. Mine ain't talking today, but it's okay.
No, you hit that right.
He said that the man should not have jumped up like that.
Oh, no, you should never confront a woman like that.
There
I
you go.
apologize I didn't jump in on that.
That's all I was saying.
Tell your story, no.
You can tell me a story. Oh, yeah, I finished my story, but
Yeah.
I don't care if I curse. I just shouldn't jump up at a woman because now, yeah.
Yeah, nah, I'm not coming from.
Anyway, I wanted to get that out because it was not cool. For that, it wasn't cool. It's just especially in the dance community, the guy is not in the dance community. The girl, she ain't even in the dance community. But my thing is just, I wasn't gonna talk to her. She's crazy. I was asking her to somebody she's not my friend, so I wouldn't tell her anything. I was telling him because he was a friend. Well, I thought we were friends. So anyway, long story short, first of all, you don't ever know who your friends are and who they're not. And I shouldn't have said friend. He wasn't never my friend. He was an acquaintance that I know, that I just have socialized with through the dance community. But don't be mean to people. If someone asks you to dance and you do not want to dance, just say no. My feet hurt. I'm sweating. I'm hot. So anyway, we're gonna move on. Platonic male-female friendships. Do you think it can happen? Can it occur?
My answer is yes. You know, now there's different dynamics to it, you know, because me and my sons had.
And y'all let us know if y'all can hear him, because, you know, he try to.
Yeah, well, me and my sons were hashing it out, and pretty much my answer is yes. Even though it's different dynamics to it, it is yes. They can definitely happen. And before we actually got down to it, well, once we were in it, you know me, I'm gonna go back to the definition. And the root word to friend is people with a bond.
This boy got the research again this time.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
People with a bond, exclusive of family or sexual relations. So if you got a bond with a person, you know, and exclusive of family relations and sexual, you know, you a friend. So actually, your people that jumped up was a friend because y'all bonded through dancing, and then y'all started interacting. So that actually qualifies
As
by
a
the
friend.
definition
Okay.
of a friend.
Okay.
And if we keep it like that, yeah, women and men can be friends. Simply because, like me and your dynamic, okay, you a promoter, basically. You know, you outgoing, you're gonna talk to people, you're gonna talk to everybody. Nobody's an enemy. You know, me, I'm socially I'm socially inept.
Right.
You know, so
Would you consider yourself an introvert?
in some
Sort of.
ways, sometimes I can be out socially, but socially I'm inept. So me being around you helps me watch you to be more outgoing, which helps me be more outgoing, and then you in turn help bring it out of me by putting me on platforms like this, you know, with me supposedly giving a little game or insight to different people that might not see it in my perspective, you know, or male perspective.
Yeah.
You know, so we help each other, and that's basically
And
what
that's
the
kind of,
friends do.
and I was just gonna say, and that's what male, and that's the thing about male and female friendships. For me, I tend to get along with males better. Like I just do. For me, the men that I'm friends, actually, there were lots of the people that I dated in the past. They end up being like the guy that got turned down for dancing. Years ago, we dated.
Oh, I gotta stop.
Let
you
me
on that.
finish.
Okay, go ahead.
We dated many years ago. Almost 10. I was a very young girl. And we are the best. He calls me now to say, hey, I want you to meet this girl because you know me better than anybody.
What's your definition of dating, though?
Back then?
Is dating actual sexual activity?
Okay, well, wait, whoa.
Because
Because what you saying, though.
Because we got to get the definition
Well, no,
down, Pat.
wait,
Because my definition of dating is different, might be different than yours.
I understand that, but what I'm saying though is, what that got to do with the privacy and charm?
Well, because a friend can't have been had any sexual relations.
Absolutely,
And I just
that's
learned
not
that
true.
today.
Been friends for 10 years. Oh, now that I don't believe that. I don't believe that.
Definition in the dictionary. See, you gotta stay on the guideline. If you
I
can't stay on that
no.
guideline,
I know
what
for a
friend-
fact
see,
that-
that's your perception of what a friend is. My
No, but this
perception
is
of
okay. You
I ain't gonna argue with you.
this is current.
Okay.
If you currently not having
now
sexual
you changing
relationships.
it. You change.
Well, maybe I'm misunderstanding
right.
what you're saying.
Right, because it's like you can't be friends with your daughter simply because you got family relations.
Right.
So if I had sexual relationships,
But in the past, so you telling
it
me,
don't matter.
so people that you dated in 20 years ago,
Okay.
y'all can't be friends now.
If we had sex,
Yeah.
they ain't a definition of a friend.
Well, that don't make sense. That I had the problem with the other day. I can't. Well, me, I hear the definition, and that might be Webster's. But all in all, I'm saying that I've always been taught this anyway. That everybody is not your friend. You know, you have people that you hang out with, but they're not somebody that you would call, have a conversation with, and talk about your personal business. You know what I mean? But I don't believe that just because you dated someone in the past, and we had this conversation. Just if you dated somebody in the past, why they can't be your friend now?
Well, I looked up the definition because it was so explosive of a debate when we were talking about it, and there's so many different dynamics to it that we actually had to look up what a friend was.
Okay, so we're going to agree to disagree on that one. Some of the people that you dated, you fell in love with them for a reason, right? And you had that back then. And you fell in love because you like this person, you enjoy being around this person, but y'all didn't work out in a romantic way.
Right.
So y'all shut it down. So why do I have to hate you now? And I can't hold a conversation with you because we not dating no more. We ain't sleeping together, we ain't talking, we ain't doing nothing.
Oh, nothing.
But I just can't call it my friend. So what is
By
it?
definition,
So what is
that
it?
ain't a friend. That's an ex-partner. Honestly, I had to learn that today because honestly, a lot of people that I thought were my friends, I had to break it down now and say I had 2 friends now, and that was Tammy Clark. And when I was in the 12th grade,
Ooh, please don't say Tammy Burns.
Tammy Clark, in Austin, Texas. That was my ace boom, like a little sister. And then I had Ann Smith when I was in the Marines. So that was like my big sister. Everybody else, you know, is a bond. Now, Mary Kay, that's like my big sister now. Our bond is through dancing. You see what I'm saying? So, and it ain't been nothing sexual, and she ain't related to me by family.
Well, something else I've learned throughout life, you know, even, you know, supervising people, doing different things. There can be a rule, right? A rule. Without breaking that rule, you can still maneuver, put it that way. I can't.
Nah, you guys talk straight to me. Cause
I know you're not going to get it. Okay, let me think about it. Let me think about it some more before I come. Okay, whatever. I'm not reading the Trina line. I'm saying that I did.
Okay.
Sometimes you can go between the rules and the rule book, and all I'm saying is that this definition is the actual written definition. I get that. But also, you could also, maybe you have to make adjustments. I mean, I don't know. That stumps me because I don't consider everybody my friend. I really don't, and I don't think you should. I don't think you should consider everyone your friend.
People that you're interacting with, that you got a bond
They're not my
to.
friend, shit. They are not my friend.
By definition,
They ain't my damn
they're
friend.
associates, basically.
There you go.
Until you get that time and just.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna ever get that close to you. I don't ever plan to be that close to that person. You know what I mean?
What person?
I'm saying we're talking about what a friendship is. So you're not my friend if you're not somebody I plan to. Like people will say, somebody got mad at me because I never remember their name. Okay. Well, I try not to say this out loud, but I don't remember your name if you're not significant enough for me to. If I don't think I'm gonna have any interaction with you after this meeting, why do I need to remember your name? So you're not my friend.
You still saying the same root word, interaction. Once you start interacting with them,
I see that. Okay, I see.
Yeah, that you got a bond with, then they become your friend.
I guess so. Okay. Well, he gonna have to win that. We have to agree to disagree on that one.
Women and men can be friends, man.
Well, and I believe that.
And then you gotta add the maturity dynamic.
That and insecurity, feeling secure. I didn't used to be. What? So even thinking about that, when I was married, my husband used to. He was the dancer. I said about that dancer. Brenda Matthews. I don't know if Brenda's still on here. But Brenda, if you are, you can't hear great, Lloyd. Hey, Lloyd. Hey, Clarence. Thank you. You can hear. So, Brenda Matthews may still be on here. But when I was married to my husband, he was their dance partner. Like, we all go out somewhere. They didn't have, because we wasn't in the dance community then. And so we'd all go out, have fun. And they didn't have anybody. So I shared my husband with them. I had no problem with that. Because I knew we going home. I got to look at you when I go home. So I don't do that. To this day, if I take somebody out with me and we're the guy used to play for the bands I told you about. I never had a problem with him dancing with people, but I don't like people to just disrespect me. So let's just say him being a band member, he had to talk to people. I get that because of what I do. But now a girl coming and rubbing you, just like pictures. I don't think women should take a picture with you with their hand on your chest.
Okay, I agree.
That's not cool because you have a woman. So that's not right. How she gonna feel if she open up Facebook and see her hand on your chest? First of all, you gotta make me understand why her hand is on your chest.
You know, I never understood that. I took a picture with two ladies one time on the first cruise I ever took, and one of them had their hand on my chest. I ain't watching their hand. I'm just cool.
You wasn't thinking about it.
But as soon as I got back to the mainland, it was pointed out.
Right, and I won't lie to you, I was naive about that as well. I didn't used to do it because I try to stay my distance with people anyway, because you don't ever know if somebody's taking or whatever. And oftentimes I will ask, but sometimes I don't, or I try to watch to see, hey, are you with somebody? But I have a girlfriend who's married. She's now married to somebody in the dance team. They met in the dance team, they're married. Is a particular person that always takes pictures with the men with their hands on their chest. And so she had to tell him, okay, so now are you gonna let him know? Her know? Or am I gonna need to tell her? Which I think is up to the man. It is. Do you believe that? Or the man or the woman? It's up to me. If somebody touch me in the wrong way, if I'm on the dance floor and somebody, because some women like that little touchy-feely stuff. I do not.
Well, to me, I'm a total player with it, and it's that woman gotta lace that. If it's a dude doing it to my lady or whatever, she laces him up first. I'm watching.
Right,
I'm watching. So
I agree with that.
But if she lace him up and I see him keep carrying it on, well, I already seen her lace you up. So now it's definitely my turn to tighten you up. You know, because you never understand the dynamic of the relationship. You know, and anything could be going on. You know, I mean, that could be her side dude on the slip. A couple of my buddies can that happen right off the bat. They give the same cop out. Yeah, they can be friends, but the woman gotta be ugly, or I can't have no attraction to her, or she can't have no attraction to me, and it'll work. And I say, well, that's a cop out, and this is just my dynamic thinking. But even if you around this woman and say you think she's ugly, over time, y'all minds meet, the attraction gonna be there just through the minds and the interaction like that. Man, that's how you end up with ugly women. How you think these old women getting these young cats, or these big old women getting these young dudes, or the dynamic look like? How they together? You know what I mean?
Okay, I get that.
Because they done interacted long enough that look stuff don't matter no more. You know what I mean? So you can't get
I get that.
You can't get a no attraction, a cop out for being friends. It just gotta be, it's all kind. And then one thing said, well, if it's one-sided, whereas in my case, and I'm not trying to be uppity or nothing, it's more women in Houston. It's more women in Houston than men. So I can dictate the friendship. I can say, okay, well, I got somebody and you just my friend. But that woman might just be waiting out her time. You know what I'm saying?
I think they do that. I definitely think they do that.
So when it was decided, when it's one-sided, it's kind of fraudulent.
Most of my friends are male and platonic friends. But I have an issue, like one of my best friends, best friends, he got a girlfriend. Okay. And so we go,
no sexual relation, no family, right?
No. So we go out, and we usually go meet up. We used to go meet up at Phil and Derek's, and just have happy hour and talking, because we don't see each other for months at a time, because he lives well in Fresno. And so we meet up, and we will have happy hour. Well, this particular day we were sitting there, we were having our happy hour, and we catching up on everything, and I took a picture of us. He did not tell me he had started dating somebody. Okay. I would have never done that. You know what I mean? So he, maybe a week or two later, he said, "Oh, I got in trouble about that picture." I was like, "What are you talking about?" And he said, "Oh, I got a girlfriend now, and she saw it." I said, "Well, first, why didn't you tell me that? Like, why didn't you say that? We're friends. Like, what would you?" I wouldn't do. I'm not saying we wouldn't take no pictures, but I would say, "Hey, I'm gonna take a picture." Not only that, you let me take the picture. And I told him that.
Did you have your hand on his chest?
Oh, don't do that. But my point is, there are some women that don't believe in that. And she didn't know me from Adam. So and me and him were still friends. And so when they broke a while, we were able to do stuff again, but then they're back together again. So I'm still saying, so why don't you just introduce me to her? Then that will take away her insecurities from that. Introduce me to her. Like, I don't want you. Introduce me to her. If I were the woman in that case, I would say, well, why can't you introduce me to her? Why can't I know her? Like, you know what I'm saying? So I think I put it on him. I put it on any man that I'm friends with. You gotta tell your girlfriend before y'all get together. Say, hey, look here, I got this friend that we friends. We ride or die. We ain't nothing sexual with us. We ain't this. We're friends. Before you get in that relationship, and I get just to say, even if you get into a relationship, when you get in a relationship, you have to let her know, because then she know, oh, okay, this so and so, and then you introduce them. That's how you. Now, I'm not gonna say it's gonna always work, because there are just some women that just can't believe that. But you give them the benefit of the doubt. When I met my husband,
let them make their decision on the truth.
There you go. Yeah. And we both had I had male friends, he had female friends, and we met. So we knew that was something that we got together. But now, I ain't gonna lie, no, if you come up with some friend I ain't never heard of, I ain't seen, then I'm gonna have an issue. I'm gonna have some questions. Now, you gotta answer all my questions right now, what you said.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm sorry,
and if they answer your questions to the point, and then you meet this person and they good people, then why wouldn't you?
Let me read this real quick. I hate to interrupt you. Clarence says, my place sister is one of the most beautiful ladies out there.
Lord.
It's up to me to present and represent to my lady that I'm trustworthy with any woman. I agree, Clarence. I mean, and that's my thing. I think some of the situations
that
it's up
to him.
Let her know. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. And I mean, and vice versa. I'm gonna let you know, if I start dating you, I'm gonna say, hey, these are my friends. And you know what I usually do? Even just as I'm getting to know people, I let them know, hey, it's a lot of ladies that just I don't get along with, they don't like me, whatever, and there's nothing I can do about it. It used to really hurt that, but now I've accepted it, and I say, okay, I have a lot of male friends, because that's what I get along with.
You definitely put the blame on the right person, but because, I mean, even if he didn't tell his lady that he had you as a friend, and he took the picture, when she see that picture, and it shouldn't be no getting in trouble.
And it said, my BFF for 20 years, is what it said in the picture.
Matters that if the picture didn't have a caption, you can explain the picture. You're a man, you ain't scared of it. Ain't no reason to lie to somebody unless you're scared of it. You know what I mean? That's always been the case. If it's a platonic friendship, you should think you should be able just to just say, hey, man, come on, meet her. You should want them to meet, you know what I mean?
That would make everybody's life simpler.
Yeah, but I mean, and still, you know, that still might be kind of like, you know, question marks, because you just don't know. But you know what?
But then you know what you can say? I tried. I did my part. I took her to meet you. You see what we want you to do, what you do. When I'm not there, I want you to do it when I'm, wait a minute, how does it go? Whatever you do when I'm not there, I want you to do it when I'm there. You know what I mean? So if you're dancing with people, I'm not going to tell you can't dance with nobody. Because I have girlfriends and people that I just know that say, well, my dude don't dance with nobody. He ain't going to dance with nobody. No, he not going to dance there while you there. But when you not there, you best believe he dance with other people.
If you're in this swing out community, and your girl, I mean, now y'all come in the community, it's understood that y'all just gonna learn to dance and dance together and go wherever, cool. But, man, in this dance community, dance with everybody. If you're gonna do it, you know.
And that's the way we taught it from the beginning. When things were at the very beginning of this stuff, that's how we taught. They don't do that no more.
I gotta change that. You're out here in this dance community. If it's your goal to get better, man, dance with as many people as you can, you know, and perfect your craft as best you can.
Thank you, Deidre.
And that's the only way you're gonna do it, is to be able to dance with a lot of different women and be able to lead that same move with 10 different women.
There are some women that pretending you think that that's your platonic friend, right?
Right.
But kind of what you said earlier. Right. But they trying to under the cool, you know.
But it goes both ways too.
But no, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
So, and I'm saying both ways.
Do it
yeah.
Too.
Yeah. But I'm just saying. So that's what he was trying to say, that you could be trusting of somebody, but on the cool they still trying to judge.
But see, that's where the maturity come in too. Yeah, it's a maturity dynamic. If you know what you want out of this relationship, and you know, you can kind of feel that woman kind of grooving you or whatever, and
Ramon, that's you though. Everybody,
exactly.
yeah, that's you. Because some men,
that's what I'm saying. That's
I can't even tell sometimes.
Because
so
some men ain't mature, so they don't go that route. But if you mature enough and you got a level of maturity to say, because it's plenty guys, ain't no way you tell me them guys that was married 20, 30, 40 years didn't have other females coming at them and they didn't say, hey, look, I got a wife at home.
Oh, they absolutely say it.
So that was their level of maturity. They probably couldn't do it at 20 and 30. They probably slid. But at 40 and 50, after correcting their mistakes or seeing the results of their mistakes, you know, they can come back and say, nah, you keep that. It's all pink. And I'm going to deal with the one I got.
Do you think men and women have the same insecurities about that type of relationship?
I say it's on steroids with men.
Really?
Yeah, definitely. Because for a woman to have a male friend, you know, especially when you say you've been like me, you know, where I know all kind of stuff that where you can be there in the bed with this married woman and the husband calling and you cheat, oh I love you, and hang up the phone,
And he move out, they move out before.
No, and they move
oh, not that's it. Oh, okay.
And I'm right there.
Okay. Yeah.
When you experience that, it take a lot to trust somebody or anything else.
Oh, you're talking, okay, I see what you're saying.
So when it's a man and he done been through stuff like that, a woman can barely go to the store sometimes. So you be so jealous. And you make them type of stalkers, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I say men can really be jealous. And Tana's supposed to go up, but that's where you got to ask questions. And if they can't secure you with answering, calm you down
well, they
by
can't
answering them questions,
nothing they say.
you know, and see, and then you can't say that, you know what I'm saying? Because if you do that, then you in an unwinnable situation, because that means you'll never trust nobody. I'm a guy, and I can only speak for me, but if my lady got a guy friend, and I know guys, my partners, they don't even allow it, but if it ain't family, it ain't happening.
Really?
But yeah, it's a lot of them like that. But you know, if they can say, okay, this is my friend, man, and he this, he that, and calm all my little insecurities, then hey man, I can meet the dude, but it ain't like I want to hang out with him. You know what I mean? That's your friend.
And you know what?
Because I'm not a social person
and I was gonna
like
say,
that.
so even the guy that did the band guy, like I said, some of the girls, because he's in a band, I was okay with that. But, you know, a girl comes sit on your lap. Oh, that's just my homegirl. You ain't gonna do that to me.
That's
you know,
this is my perspective as a friend, not the definition of a friend.
Okay.
Not the definition of a friend, but
it's
my
your thought.
perspective.
Okay, go ahead.
But any female friend of mine, basically, she know my business, for one. She know I got a lady or whatever, and she ain't gonna do nothing to hurt my situation.
That's a friend.
My definition, your
but
definition.
That's a friend.
But not the definition of the dictionary. But anyway.
I don't like your Webster's. I don't like that one.
Well, she ain't gonna do nothing to hurt my relationship.
Exactly.
She in it for me to prosper, just like I'm in it for her to prosper in a relationship.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I got a relationship, we're in a friendship.
And 9 times out of 10, she cursing you out. Cursing, not you, take you out the picture, but cursing the guy. Like, if you friend, like me and my guy friends, if he happens to have a girlfriend, or he happens to have something going on, I'm the first one to be like, okay, dude, that went right. And he likes to hear that from me because, and that's how I do with my male friends. We kind of bounce off each other. Then if I know, let's just say, well, this happened and this is what happened, and the dude said blah blah blah. The dude, he'll tell me, you know what, Trina, that was game. Or and I have to say, you know what, maybe he was right. That's what I do. We have those kind of conversations. And
if I can't learn nothing from you, I don't need to be around you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I took that quote. I put that in my backpack. I think men and women can be friends. I think though on both ends, everybody have to be respectful if that person has a person. Now, if that person doesn't have a person, I mean,
still gotta be respect.
I mean, it's gotta always be some type of respect or whatever. And I think that women or the men that's on the opposite side need to have some kind of trust, like be secure to a certain extent. And but
we all in
I
our
think
40s and 50s and 60s.
But then also it's gonna take the person though to be open and honest. Just like I said with Kevin should have told me, hey, just let you know. When I got ready to if he didn't think about it then, when I got ready to take that picture, he should have said, you know, I'm seeing somebody, so I don't think she's ready for that. I ain't told her that I gotta,
When's she gonna be ready for it?
He hadn't told her yet, Ramon.
When's she gonna be ready for
So
it?
if you tell me, if you see a picture on Facebook of your girl with somebody else, and she ain't told you about who it is, and you say, well, who was that? Oh, that was my friend. Well, why? I don't know this friend.
And I just met her. See,
I mean,
you got a 6 month.
oh no,
window.
no. They've been. That's my point. I told him, why didn't you told me you were seeing somebody, so I wouldn't do that. And why haven't I met this girl?
Well, it's kind of like, I look at it as a 6 month window. You got a 6
Boy,
month
that's too
window.
long. I'm gonna need to know.
That's what I'm saying. If people, you might forget about people. Say I'm on the north side dancing for a month or two.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden I go to the south side and I go dance. I seen somebody that I ain't seen in about 3-4 months, and we take a picture. We in the hype of the moment, all kind of stuff going on, drinks going on. I take the picture, she posted. My people see it. Oh man, that's Trina. You know what I'm saying? That's my dog. That's my ace. You know what I'm saying? And then I can explain it then. You know what I'm saying? I should be able to explain it then. You just met me. You ain't known me for 6 months. Now, if it happened a year into the thing, now I might.
Well,
have to
it just
explain
depends
something,
on how
but
long
it's
you've
still
been.
the same
Okay, so
thing.
maybe my feelings hurt because I'm your friend. I've been your friend for all these years, and I'm thinking we ace boom cool, and you ain't told me you even have a girlfriend. Like I should know that.
You
I
might
should know
not
that.
call me for 2
Oh,
3
Lord
months.
Jesus. Well, you need to announce it. I don't know, but I just don't think that's right. I don't think it's right. So that's just me. We're gonna agree to disagree on that one.
Yeah.
But I don't know how you would. I don't get that one. I don't get that, Ramon. I don't get that. If you have a special friend that's like your friend, like you know that if you know that me and you go out at least once a month to catch up.
Oh yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Okay, yeah.
We
yeah,
go out. We would go meet at Phil and Derek every once a month so we catch up.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but she was new and he was scared. So whoever that was, yeah.
And that means that ain't the person you need to be with.
Don't stop trusting. Just cause somebody bad come along. See, man, I'm 51 now, and I know what not to do in a relationship. I mean, emotionally, you know, I'm real rough around the edges. So when I say that, I mean I'm not the touchy-feely, and I'm not gonna be telling you I love you and all that. I'm more action.
Gotcha.
You know, and I'm there.
If he can't tell his friend about you, she is more than a friend. That's what I say.
Oh, good point. Now there you go.
That's how we gonna end this conversation
Are
on
you scared?
that. Yep, because it's got to be something more. If I can't tell you, so what was your point when you said I looked up I saw narcissistic women, and I said, okay, well, tell me about it. What was the difference? I mean, there's no difference in the man. What made you look that up and that was so interesting to you?
Well, because it's just another form of manipulation, but it's an actual personality that a person can have and use in manipulation. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if I never really put it together like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But once I seen it,
I'm a magnet for narcissistic people, so I understand.
Well, see, it's different degrees to it, though. You know what I'm saying? Because you got the people that just steady can't stop snapping the selfies, you know, and then you got, you know, actual narcissistic people that's in a relationship.
Well, you don't have to be in a relationship to be narcissistic. I mean, our president at the moment is narcissistic.
Think so?
Absolutely. Absolutely. But so there's no difference then. I thought maybe you had come up with some difference or some aha moment. That was your aha moment.
No, it was my aha moment. But you had said that one day, you was like, man, I never thought about narcissistic women.
And that's true.
You know,
I had never thought about.
You always just thought on the other side, but it's always two sides to the coin.
Well, how do you feel about narcissistic women? When you read that, what did it do? It just was an eye opener?
It was eye opener, and it made me realize that these people exist, you know, and that in some of the traits of them, you know, you're not gonna win the argument. You just not gonna win the argument. And another one, how they say about it, they'll make themselves the victim. You know what I'm saying? In most cases, they the victim, and then you know you have to work out of that.
You think that a narcissistic person could have a successful relationship with somebody besides themselves?
By definition, it's their way or the highway, really.
So you'd probably have to have someone that's not, because a lot of men who are narcissistic, they try to date someone or marry or be with someone who doesn't have a strong personality. And that's why I think I have a problem, because I'm gonna argue you too. We gonna argue. Like, I'm not gonna just say, oh, you know what, yes I will.
Whoa, you say somebody is narcissistic would
I'm
try
saying
to date somebody weak.
Pretty much.
So how they keep attracting to you?
Because I guess I was weak at the time. I'm learning. I'm getting better. Yeah.
Good
And
point,
then I was,
good
and then
point,
I'm attracted to men who tend to be in power.
Or you used to be weak? Oh, okay.
Well, I think so.
Good
I think
point,
I'm better,
good
but I
point.
like men in power. I'm very attracted to men in power, men who own
That's a
things,
good
men
point.
manage things. So I get into those relationships because that attracts me. But then once you get in it, you realize, oh, this person don't care that I'm in school working on another master's degree, and
Because they in power.
because you ain't nothing shining on you. And I don't need to go out and say that every day, but I'm just making the point that you can't even acknowledge something good that I'm doing, you know? But my God, you walked across the street safely and didn't get hit by a car. I'm supposed to be happy and jumping because of that. And if I don't, I'm the one that's wrong. So, yeah.
Never thought about that dynamic.
Very true, yeah. So I think when I say that I'm a magnet, that's really not true. Now that I say that, I apparently
Repel it.
I guess I don't know what the word would be. So if I'm a magnet to them, no, because I end up getting them. But I'm saying, if I say magnet, that means they're coming to me, and that's not true. I think I'm going to them since I'm attracted to men who are in power. Does that make sense? I never thought about that. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and so in doing that, going to them, you basically giving yourself over.
That is so true. Oh my
losing all
God!
your
What
power.
aha moment. Okay, so I'm
losing your power.
gonna find me some people that don't want this. No,
you
I
just
couldn't
don't-
do that.
You just don't give over. You got to
Yeah.
figure out, guess in the game, in this game here, but guess in the game how you come to an equal balance with somebody in power. You gotta bring
And I
something to
know
the
it not
table.
only that, you have to
gotta
find
bring a table.
Shit.
Yeah, you should bring a table. Everybody always talking about
I think
what they
everybody
bring
needs
to
to.
the
I think
table.
everybody
Bring
needs to bring
the table.
something. The same thing. Sometimes I think you be in a box and your own thoughts.
I can agree with you on that
Yeah.
because I'm more like, what's the mission?
And so you just
and
is that your military background? You think?
I can't say that. It's a mixture of it.
Okay,
You
okay,
know,
okay.
and my before life, before I went to the military, but definitely, you know, I be mission oriented, and I ain't looking at nothing in the peripheral until the mission completed. So, if that's your definition of a box, yeah, but. when
But
it
you're
really-
opening up, like what you said earlier. You're growing, and you're
socially I'm inept. You
Yeah.
know, I told you. I mean, I can do good around people, but for so long, just kind of like a cover enough to get people to okay, he cool.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I'm gonna get away from you
gotcha.
because
Okay.
I'm selective about who I
Oh,
want to deal
absolutely.
with. Yeah.
And but
It's
for
a
me,
game.
and I know in my experience is that they did everything that I wanted
Yeah,
them
it's
to
a
do.
game.
But by the time they think they got you,
That's why you gotta wait them out at least 6 months to a year, cause the game unfolds. They can't hold that. They can't hold that act for too long.
That's
It's
true.
It's gonna unfold. So you just wait them out on that. Like I say, you see it can work. We
But let me
sitting here, we friends. We got the bond. You helping me out my social ineptness. You know what I'm saying? And Grandma Ye. And
that's right. You had a grandma.
and you promoting the platform, which is mutually beneficial. You know what I'm saying? So both get something out of it.
Yeah, and we've talked about women and men platonic relationships. Ramon and I believe that it can happen, but you have to be respectful, and right. You gotta be respectful.
happening.
You
They
have to be
see it.
honest and transparent.
It's got to be a bond
What has it end up being a bond?
and mutually beneficial.
Yeah, because they ain't bringing nothing to the friendship. I mean, what I'm talking to you for. So anyway, and we met by chance in the dance community, but we are truly friends. Like I will bounce something off, and especially, I mean, just like my other male friends, I can call and say, "This happened to me. Oh my God, this happened to me." And it's either,
Really?
and men don't always agree with you, but they don't get crazy with you for them. Well, the Jolly Green Giant got crazy with me, but I'm not gonna leave that alone. But most men don't get crazy. They're like, oh, that's just Trina making a fuss.
Yeah.
You know.
And-
Or we agree to disagree.
And everybody, and like I tell my son, your best day ain't your best day, and your worst day ain't your worst. As long
you
as
with the quotes. Look
no,
at you.
as long as you here, man, you can that Jolly Green Giant can always come back and say, man, you know what I'm saying? I was out of
He
pocket,
better not tell
you
me
know?
that. I don't roll like that.
They
Don't
can
you
say
humiliate me and it's done for me.
was
I
out
don't
of
roll like
pocket,
if you say hi, I will say hi. But that's it. You're not gonna
well,
humiliate
you
me.
can always got a chance of exemption.
Not gonna
as
be.
long
I'll
as
pray for
here.
you.
And that's cool, you know
I
what
pray.
I'm
I
saying?
pray for people that need
But
help.
then you gotta see how we in something else. But
I
then
pray
you
for
gotta
people that
look
need
at
help
who gonna be
and
the
who
bigger
run up
person.
on little women.
Yeah.
But anyway, so y'all, we are done. Thank you for tuning in to Talk About It Tuesday. Ramon, I hope
Friends.
you're so stupid. I hope that you join us again. We gotta have us another good topic.
Yeah.
I don't know what the topic is gonna be.
This
We gotta,
time I'm
you know
gonna
what?
come.
We're gonna have a topic where we're gonna outline what we're gonna talk about. So we don't, and our topic gotta be smaller. Maybe we needed to have a
Man, this
sub.
is a big topic.
That's a big topic.
And it deals with a lot of couples. Because
Absolutely.
a lot of couples run into this, but if you
And they don't know how to handle it.
Yeah, if you can keep it 100 and keep it mature and be serious about what you're doing, you know, and don't have no underlying intentions, then I think
And then be able to peep out when somebody does.
Yeah, and lace them up, and definitely lace them up. If it's a lady friend of mine and she out of line, and I say something out of line, or she say something out of line, I'm supposed to correct her, or she supposed to correct it.
Whoa. That's below the belt.
Exactly. If we can't go there and say, okay, you show right, and leave it at that, then that's not your friend. You know what I'm saying? In my viewpoint,
I
not
agree
by
with
the
that.
definition. You know what I mean?
Well, we ain't going by that paper no more.
Yeah.
So anyway, y'all, thank you so much for y'all watching. I hope y'all enjoyed Talk About It
Rules.
Tuesday.
I just gotta say thank you for Trina for having me coming back, and man, it's better than psychology.
Aw.
But yeah,
I think it's
appreciate
cool.
you.
February, I will be having couples. All matter of fact, I can just tell you a few. Katia and Apache Godot. From the Red Rooster, from Clayton's, her and her husband are gonna be on, and Bernard and Kenya Jackson, who are in our dance community. And then I'm trying to get, if y'all here see Jody and Ursula in the Zydeco community, I'm trying to get y'all to come out. And I'm also going to ask them too. So anyway, for all February, it'll
That's
be couples.
Ramon and Cindy since she's scared to ask.
Well, no, I wasn't gonna be scared. I ain't got there. I got, because I'm thinking you would. I don't know. But anyway, I need couples. Y'all would be good to. Y'all would be good to do. Y'all would really be good to do.
Always debate.
Y'all always debate. Really? Would it be a long like we do? Okay.
Because we gonna get the definition.
Oh God, you would probably be so aggravating and annoying, Ramon. But Ramon, bye, Lloyd. I can't wait till Thursday night. Y'all make sure y'all tune in to Facebook Live. Lloyd, what's the name of it? Lloyd Hughes and Sam Brown are on every Thursday night. They make my evening with their live music. They need to move it to 8 this week since I got Ayana on at 7. Y'all should think about it. But anyway, see y'all later, and thank you for making the choice to click in to chat with Trina. Thank you, Ramon, for being my partner in crime tonight for Talk About It Tuesday with Chat with Trina. It's always great to have you on with your open and honest opinions and thoughts. I really appreciate you. And I heard your compliment. Thank you. I appreciate it. And thank you for being such a wonderful male friend. Guys, don't forget to go to youtube.com/chatwithtrina, subscribe, and then hit the bell so you can be notified when I upload a new video. Thank you so much for making the choice to click in to Chat with Trina.